Well, hello everyone, welcome back to Walter Mike. Today we have the Night Riser build brought to you by Fan Home. It's took a while because this build is so popular, so I did subscribe to this in November, but it's only just come. As you can see, the wait is finally over and it is very, very exciting. So obviously we have issues 1 and 2 here today. We've also got this lovely little guide here that pulls out, as you can see. Oh, that's a lovely poster. Wow, looks a bit like the Pratmobile from Only Fools and Horses. And the length here is 60 centimetres. So loads of bits and pieces. If you're a subscriber, you will get this these 3 fantastic prints, a California Night gift here, a Kitt power pack, and obviously the car there. I will have to email them because if that's the first gift, why hasn't it been included in the package? So I might have to look into that, unless they mean from the next package. But as you can see here, upgrade to a premium offer for only £1, and you do get this lovely acrylic base there. Now, obviously, this is the magazine itself. So in here, we've got the All About Kitt and the lovely David Hasselhoff up there. As you can see, loads of bits and pieces here, really, really good. And yeah, it's packed with loads of bits here. And then we've got Build Your Kit, which is from Kitt. And it looks like we're going to be doing the hood mounting part. And as you can see, loads of bits and pieces there. Then it goes into the icons of the 80s. And as you can see, a bit about the couch and the secret files. And this lovely poster on the back. And then that's the end of that. We also get this lovely little the journey here from which says, "Dear modeler, welcome to Fan Home. We are glad you've joined us and are sure you will love this completely addictive journey into build-up modelling." I completely agree because it is very addictive. In every package you will receive parts of the model and magazines with easy to follow instructions. The magazines also include amazing articles, interesting facts and plenty of hints and tips. As they say, sharing is caring, and we would love to hear about your journey. Use the hashtag #FanHome when publishing images to social media so we can see how your very own Night Rider model is coming along. Enjoy the journey at Fan Homes. As you can see, that is that. So without further ado, we're not going to do issue 2 today, but have got issue 2 as you can see. But without further ado, this is the pack itself. So it comes in this lovely presentation pack here. So I think let's get into it. And it says distributed there by Italy, well, Italia, but basically Italy, same sort of thing. This is fantastic. You know, getting into that, look at that. Night Rider on there as well, really, really good. And as you can see, if we turn this upside down, we're going to do it this way. We've got all our lovely pits. Oh, look at that shine. It's so gorgeous. Look at that. Okay, so these are the parts that we've got, as you can see. Lovely long screwdriver there. Loads of bits and pieces. Nice, bright, bold stickers there for the screws. But yeah, let's move that over to one side because the first thing that he wants us to do in this lovely magazine, as you can see here, with this issue you will receive parts for the hood. Follow the instructions to attach the inner reinforcement to the hood, fix the air inlet, and look at the mount and inlet, and lock and mount the hinges on the left side of the hood. So that's that. So basically what we've got in here is this little part, which looks to be this part here, as you can see. Basically what it wants us to do is we've got this part here, which is plastic. And as you can see, if we turn it upside down so we can reveal this lovely sort of detailing here, what we need to do is it looks like it wants us to put it in sort of that way with 3 holes up at the top here. So looks like that apparently, 3 holes there. But I think, as you can see here, you've got like a faint line, so you sort of have to bend it. Ooh, don't like the look of that. But apparently you have to bend it. Wow. Okay, interesting. And apparently that then goes down like that. Wow, I don't like the look of, I don't like the idea of bending that. I have to say. So apparently that goes down there like that, and it's secured basically like that. Whoops. So if we tuck these end parts in, it's basically, they've actually got it so it's going through here, but you're going to have to bend them parts to get them out, unless what they do is that stays like that and that stays like that, and they fit flush against that. See, it's bits like this that eat up my video time, you know. It's can't understand how that won't go in, but let's have a look at the other side. Yeah, it's definitely this side. It says by bending the air inlet grill, which is this, so it looks like, I'll just bend that in a bit, it looks like these get tucked underneath. Just seems like this is far too big for this sort of fitment, but maybe it's the other way. Maybe we have to bend it the other way. Oh man, this is, I'm not liking this bend business. Maybe it goes that way. Ah, that's why it bends that way. Okay, that's fine. So if we bend that in, we can suck that under here, and then we can bend it back into shape afterwards. I probably made a very major foul on that, but you know, I'm not very good at this. Brings me back to memories with mallards, so okay, we'll have to keep it like that. It's not the best, but I have to keep it like that. Okay, so they then get secured in with AP screws. So if we find our AP screws, which are these ones here, and get the APs, which is this is quite a high-tech screwdriver, I have to say. Once again, if I just bend that over like that, like that. Once I get this screw in, it will give us a little bit of play for like getting that a little bit more better. Oh, I like this screwdriver, that's quite a nice bit, because it's got like a little indentation at the end. Not many screwdrivers have that. Looks like it's separated from the shaft there, so yeah. So they get screwed into there. And that's that one. Then we get another third one into there like that. So that one goes into this one down here. That's that one. So as you can see, we can always give it a little bit more of a bend if we need to be, you know, straighten it up a bit like that. But you know, that's the main part, is that it's bent here so that we can get that, you know, up and that. So that's that part there. The next part, what we do is we get, where is it? The bit that we need is this little bit here. little sort of wavery thing. And this says to put it into where we've got, let's have a look here. So we've got like these 3 holes here, and you can see that they've got diagonal holes along there. So basically that's where that part's gonna go. And it looks as if it's a push fit. So basically that part, and that pushes into there, as you can see. I'll bring that down a bit more if I can. You can see that that part's pushed into there now. Then once we've done that, the next step is to apply this, where is it? Looks like a bit of a rounded part. Is it that part? No, it's like a little loop thing. It's not that, okay. So, oh right, it was that. So this part here, this is the lock apparently, and what happens is this looks like it goes onto these 2 little parts here. So we turn it over, and then we basically secure these 2 parts, what looks to be with the flat side here facing that way. It looks like we plump it through here, and then it locks into there like that. And they are secured in with AP screws. So we secure them in as well up here, as you can see. And they get secured in this little hole here. Sorry about that, that's just the ambipure sense going off there now. So yeah, so far so good, I'm liking it. A bit annoyed that this vent here got out of shape, but you know, it's not going to be seen, so that's that one in, as you can see, and that's the lock there. The next step, what we need to do is to get this section here, which is the air intake. And this is lovely and die cast. As you can see, it's got a gloss over it. And this is basically going to go over this little section here. So basically it will lock into there like that. Looks as if it goes into 2 little pins. So just have a play with this first. So does it go that way, or does it go that way? Yeah, I think I will probably, yeah, I think it's probably the other way. I'm not liking that way. So yeah, I think it's like that. So that goes into there like that. That's a push fit basically. Then we get this little sort of like this part here, and then we've also got a longer part there, and these go in with, after we've done that, we skipped a step here, sorry. Once we've even skipped a further step, we're racing too far ahead, Mike, slow down. Okay, once we've done that, what we then do is we pick up this gorgeous piece. Don't get this scratch, this is gorgeous. It's so shiny, look at that. You can see my phone in the background. Basically what will happen with this is we'll turn this upside down, and then it looks as if we turn this upside down so that this is protruding through there, and basically by the power of magic it will go something like that. These get secured in with AM screws, so I'll get the AM screws out. This is fantastic, really enjoying this. And I get to do this all over again. I haven't actually done the other one. I was supposed to do that first before doing this, but you know what it's like. I love doing this, so yeah. So the first screw goes into this top. It looks like it goes, let's have a look. If we turn this round, looks like we screw that one through there first. Should have like a little towel underneath this, but oh no, look at that. That's not good. The screw's rounded off in there. Really? Come on. I can't believe that. Great. And that's supposed to go through there. That's because that's a BM, that's why. They're all sort of like different screws. Okay, right. So AM goes through here. It's because I'm racing ahead. It's a new build and I'm just a bit excited. That's fine, we can get away with that broken part. I'm not going to phone them up for a replacement. It's my error. So, yeah, so AM goes into that one. We've then got an AM that goes down here and also up there. So just be mindful that they're all sort of different type screws in this. Then we've got another one goes through here, and that's AM as well. Then we got another AM that goes through this one here. Brings me sort of flashbacks of the Ecto 1, that sort of shininess as well. So that's that one. Then an AM through here and an AM through there, and then that's where the BMs go. Now obviously one's snapped off in there. I could, if I wanted to, undo that and then get some pliers behind it and try and extract it. But to be fair with you, it's got enough screws in it to hold it down, so I'm happy with how it is. So that's that screw. Whoops. These screws are shit. Look at that. I'm being serious. That's now the second screw that has come and broke off in that. I'm not happy. You know, this is ridiculous. These screws aren't very good. They seem to only turn a couple of bits, a couple of turns, and then it sort of shears off. So do it as best as I can, but you can see that that doesn't hold very well. So yeah, these screws are utter crap. As you can see, that shears off. So yeah, I'm not happy with these screws at all. But we'll try and, you know, it's attached as best it can. Worst case scenario, I'll have to ring them up and pay again for another issue one, but we'll see how it goes. And then it says BM goes into here. Well, that's a very small screw for that type. I'm going to leave it there because otherwise it's, you know, that will end up snapping. So not happy with that. Whether I was too heavy-handed and it snapped off. We've got a snapped off screw there and a snapped off screw there, but as you can see, I mean, it holds okay. It's not coming off straight away when I pick it up. That will do me for now. Great. So that's that part there done. So that's that. Then the next step is to put this little bar thing in that I told you about, which is this part here, which is the hinge base. And that's going to go, so if we've got the air intake round here, this little bar is going to secure onto here. And basically they want it so that this little is, as you can see, it's got an L on it. They want that little nodule bit facing this way. So basically it will sit something like that. So that's that, and they go in with DM screws. I'm not going to lie and say that has pissed me off a bit, but you know, number one, I am a bit heavy-handed and it was probably my error, but you know, that will bug me now, because to me that's broke, so that will bug me and bug me and bug me. But you know, it's holding on fine, so we'll just have to go with the flow on that. That's why when you bite, when you get to that biting grip and you see you feel like the temptation to just tighten it a bit more, and then it sort of bites back at you and snaps, that's why you should, you know, leave it and try to persevere a bit. So yeah. But it's not falling off, so, you know, we'll get away with that. So that's that part there in. And then all we now need to do is to flip it round to, where's this part go? So we've got like a little hinge thing here. This part looks like that fits onto there, you know, this little part here. Yeah. So this little bar thing, as you can see, this bar thing, one goes at the top and then one goes at the bottom. So if I get the bottom one, it's got an L on it. It looks as if these are CM screws. From what I understand, one goes through that hole there and then another goes through this hole here. If I'm seeing that right, yeah. Okay. So yeah, Adam Turner, when you say something about, I hear they've had, you said something about Fanhome have been having problems with this. I suspect is that the bit, or this is going to be a bit tricky because I've got to get this through here and also try and get it onto there as well. Hopefully the second time that I do this won't be, you know, maybe that could be the modded one and I could just like change it round, but I'm going to do that as best I can. As you can see, the hinge is there now. That, I suspect, is what's going to make it, you know, lift up and down on that. And then the next one, it looks like we pull it through the second of the first hole, which is this L, making sure that this little rounded part faces downwards. So that'll be like that. And that goes through that little second hole there. So it sort of sits like that. Okay. So I'm going to do the same sort of scenario. I think the bit that's pissed me off is the fact that, you know, it's only come today. I've had a massive wait and already we've got problems with screws, but I think you'll find that the majority of these builds seem to have problems this is where the fiddly part comes in, because we've got to try and, once get a little bit of a grip into it, it'll be fine, but as you can see, as I've got that little grip in there now, the hurdle is to then try and get, I can feel this screw is very, very weak. I'm not liking these screws, and then screw that like that. So it looks like, as you can see, we've got a hinge here which will lift up and a hinge here which will lift up. I think that, because that looks like the slope, so what I'm going to do is, I think this needs to be flipped round. So I'm just going to take that out. because the reason I say that is because it looks like the slope part faces downwards. So I'm just gonna sort that out. But yeah. And I know I said I wouldn't do any more cars, but you know, this is David Hasselhoff. This is Knight Rider we're talking about here. It's famous. So for me, unless it's a famous car, I ain't doing it. We do so many cars, but okay. Now I'm happy. I'm much happier with that. You can see that it's got the rounded part there now. So yeah, it's not coming away. Nice, lovely, easy issue. Obviously we had a couple of cock-ups with these screws. One snap there and one snap there. Maybe in post-production I'll take all this off. We've got some spares, I think. I may be able to extract it depending how far it is away from the screw center. I could get some pliers and just try and extract that out and then replace that. That could be a challenge for, you know, after. But yeah, happy with that. Really, really lovely issue. That is issue number 1 of the Kitt from Knight Rider. I hope you like that video. Please remember to like, share and subscribe. Kitt's number issue 2, because obviously this is a monthly thing. I will do issue 2 in a fortnight, just to allow time for the 3 to 6 to turn up, and then we can do a little bit of, it might be weekly or I might do it fortnightly. So I hope you like that video. Please remember to like, share and subscribe. Take care and have a lovely day ahead. Bye bye.